Hello, this is Kirk Stephen, and welcome to part 2 of this series, Into the Void. And we're going to pick up where we left off in part 1. We are in Timberwolf Mountain. We started out in Black Rock, which was a wonderful start for me. Love Black Rock so much. And no, so we basically we snuck out of Black Rock. We got out, tuck-tailed and ran, and got to Timberwolf Mountain. We are in the Mountaineer's Hut. We've gotten a few supplies. We did find a low condition hacksaw. It's about 35, 37%. So we're about ready to embark on our next adventure here. And what we're going to try to do is get ourselves to the summit. We hope to get lucky enough either to find another hacksaw along the way, or at the very least, repair the hacksaw we have so we can really loot out the upper end of the summit and get it all brought down here and establish a bit of a base. If this is the first video you're watching, you didn't watch part 1, this is a custom Stalker. Essentially, it's a Stalker run with the weather and animals turned up to Interloper. So it's kind of a Stalker Plus or Interloper Lite, however you want to call it. Probably more Stalker Plus on that end. Trying to get the game amped up a little to kind of get back into being a better Interloper player. I've only played Interloper maybe a dozen times, and it never goes well. Haven't quite gotten my skills up to that level. Still need a lot of map knowledge in a lot of places, and so the hope here is to put Stalker to good use. Play Stalker quite a bit. Got about 800 plus hours of play, mostly on Stalker, and it frustrates me because I die quite often with the wolves. There are tons of wolves. So I'm hoping that with this setting, we'll be able to do better. But with that said, let's get underway. We've lightened ourselves up. We're hoping to boot scoot light and get up the mountain. We want to get right to that plane up there. So I'm hoping to avoid the wolves, avoid the bear, and just be in a better condition. And of course, as soon as I say that, it gets windy. And I'm going to grab a few of these, but I'm not going to harvest them all. Grab these few here along the way. We'll grab some sticks. We do need old man's beard, so let's grab this while we're here. Because we stored our peroxide. Because it was heavy. Astrid, I'll apologize early. It's going to be cold.
I'm starving.
Oh, lots of sticks.
I'm starting to feel numb.
Mr. Bear. Let's see if we can stay away from him and stay away from the wool. Okay.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Ooh, birch bark. That could come in handy. Now I see some saplings over there. We don't have... Well, we do have the hacksaw to come down, but I do not want to use the hacksaw until we get to the summit. And in fact, these two containers here are going to get bypassed. There's a corpse of a deer over there. We're going to let that go. Wait a minute. I saw... Wow, double bark right there. Gather up the feathers. Another hacksaw.
I could use this.
Oh, that changed everything right there. Okay, now we're going to open these. Even though the bear's coming. And we're going to see what's in here. Oh. Way too much stuff.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Right. I'm not going to take any of that right now. This is what's going to make this a different setting than Loper. There's going to be a lot more loot. Take the bandage, leave that. Take those, leave that. Take that, take that. And I'm going to leave the rest. We don't want to overweight ourselves before we get up there.
Looks like this has been here a while.
No, leave that. I'm going to leave those. We don't have a gun yet. Good Lord. Tons of stuff. We'll be back for all this. Another feather. Okay, so let's open this back up. Let's dump some of these back in. Because, in fact, let's leave that behind. And that behind. We're going to take all of this. Okay. And let's go before the bear gets here. So cool, we found the second hacksaw. So I'm going to keep gathering up sticks. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to get up here a little ways, get into a cave. We'll start a fire. And I'm going to make up some of that birch bark tea and try to regain some health here.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, let's not go hungry. In fact, you know what? Hang on a second, Astrid. All right. We're going to grab the feathers, but we're not going to touch the corpse. Or the carcass, I guess would be the better way to say that. We're going to leave him alone. And grab some more of this. Ooh, where'd you go? we'll come back for the hides and the meat later. Right now we're trying to get to the top as light as we can. And we're cold, so we're losing health. So we need to get to one of the caves along here and build us a fire. There's another carcass. Oops. Come on, Astrid, let's go. Yeah. And of course, I'm walking into the wind every which way I go. All right, let's take a drink of a couple of these sodas, which will give us some calories. I probably should have eaten some of that frozen airline food in that one container, just filled myself up, but I didn't think about that. So that was foolish on my part. Could have filled my belly. All right. I think there's a cave right here, and if there is, we're going to get ourselves into it. Okay. And the rope climb should be right around the corner there. So let's get in here. Let's build a fire. Perfect. Lots of wood. We're going to cook up some water. Oh, a hatchet. Very nice. Okay, so let's get a fire started here. Don't use your birch bark. Take the charcoal, though. Go back to fire. Cattail's fine. Let's use... Oh, we don't have enough. Let's try this. We'll try it with a match, and if not, then we'll light it. I think we got one torch. We need to probably grab another couple torches. All right, add some fuel. Make some water. And we are warming up.
I think I can use this.
That's an 81. What is our bedroll? 75. Well, let's swap you out here. All right, let's make up our birch bark. Warm up. Let's make up our old man's beard. And you know what? We have a knife now. So let us open up a can of beans. Get us another can. And we can make up some teas. Let's grab 2 more torches. Yeah, they're not bad. Okay. And I think we're going to leave the hatchet here because there's probably going to be tools up top. And again, we're trying to get up to the summit light. let's eat this. And then let's make this birch bark tea. And I'm going to drink the tea. And make another one. Okay. Almost 2 liters of water. Take that. Ugh, awful. There we go. All right, let's head out while we're still got a heat bonus going. And let's get up the hill as far as we can. And we're losing daylight. But if we could get up to at least the first level, there's a couple places we can sleep in the safety of not having wolves to interrupt us. Another carcass. So at this point, we've got 3 deer hides that we can scavenge just walking around without even having a means to hunt. All right, Astrid, let's make short work of this. Okay, a couple of things we need to concern ourselves with. There's a couple of caves here I'm not even going to mess with. There is a wolf that sometimes hangs out around here, so we're going to keep an eye out for him. And I think we're just going to try to push through here, because we're getting tired and the sun is setting. And the goal is to get up to that second tier. And then there's a cave that we've got to go through. And we'll use that cave as a place to sleep. So there's one cave there. And there's the second cave that goes to Ash Canyon over here. Okay, so tea is worn out. Okay. Now there's also 2 containers over here. I'm going to leave those for another time with the same thought as we don't want to waste any more time down here because we're losing daylight, and we don't want to be carrying anything else. Now there could be food in there and that would help, but we're not going to starve to death at this point. There'll be food at the summit for sure. The goal right now is to get to this first rope climb and up and away from the predators. We've got wolves to deal with. We've got a bear to deal with down here. We get up there, we're much safer. And unlike Blackrock, Timberwolf Mountain, I've been up to the summit enough times that I kind of know where everything's at. Still haven't explored every nook and cranny, and that's the idea behind this series and anything else moving forward with this is really to kind of follow in the footsteps of some of the guys who watch on Twitch and that is to really explore the corners of the maps that you don't always get to. You end up playing the game a lot more linear than you intend to, and you miss out on a lot of the little corners and nooks and crannies. I mean, I've watched Zach's videos so much, learning how to play the game better, and he's so articulate about pointing out, you need to spend time in a map and look at every corner, look at every little ledge. Hinterland does such a good job of tucking things in little corners that you just didn't know were there because you were too busy kind of going from point A to point B. So we're going to do a little point A to point B right now to kind of get things going. But once we've got the clothing and the protections that we're wanting, we're going to spend a little more time searching and exploring. There are so many add-ons now with the Prepper's Caches and the Signal Void. So many regions that are so much unexplored for myself. So I'm hoping to spend, a good amount of time in every region, establish bases, do all that stuff. So, okay, we are way too tired to do this, but I do recall we picked up a go drink. So we're going to drink this and hope it gives us enough oomph to get up this rope and put us into the position of being away from the predators. And beautiful. Worked like a charm. We're going to be dead tired here pretty quick. So let's boot scoot, get into this cave, try to get up to near the exit, and find us a place to sleep. We got our handy trandy lantern. Okay. And let's keep our eyes peeled. Now, we'll grab a couple of coal. You know what? We'll just grab all the coal because it will respawn. We may be venturing back up this way to get the coal again. And if anything, we'll just drop it off at the entrance or exit. So the birch bark wore off. That's okay. I think what we're going to try and do is, and again, I'm going to gather all this stuff up, but we're not going to keep it all. We'll find a place to stash it all. least we're warm in here. We got a headache from drinking the energy drink, which I can understand.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, we'll drop it off here. Good, this is going to work out just about right. It's getting to be nighttime. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure we've got... Okay, so here's the exit. This is a nice good spot right here. And we're going to put down the bedroll. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm going to drink this other birch bark tea. And hope that with the conjunction and I guess we're going to eat our cattails. I'm hoping that with the sleep that the birch bark will give us back a good chunk of health here. Again, I kick myself for not having filled my belly with frozen airline food out of that container. But we'll eat the cattails. Make sure we got plenty of calories to sleep well. Okay, we're warm in here. Looks like we'll be okay. Really can't drink that. We'll save those for the morning. And is there anything we can craft? Actually, you know what? We can craft tinder plugs out of the newsprint we've picked up. So let's like it to be just a little later. So let's craft all that stuff. Our headache is healed. Nothing there. Interesting. I don't think we're going to make a torch, but no, I think we're good on that. So nothing more to do there. And we're heavy because of all the firewood and coal that we've got. So we've got to remember to drop this stuff off. In fact, you know what? We could drop it right here. Let's drop 8 of those. Let's drop all of this. Let's drop 11 sticks. We'll keep the book. I think we can survive with that in our back pocket. And we'll keep all this stuff. Okay. Now we'll drink a soda. And sleep for 10 hours. And pray we're stayed warm. Pray that we heal up. And that it's not too bad weather. But regardless of the weather, we are headed to the summit. Keep drinking the sodas because they're heavy and they give us calories. And hopefully we won't have to make water till we get up top. So let's sleep another hour. We did gain a lot of health back, thank goodness. I think doing the birch bark thing was a bonus there. So let's pick up our bedroll. All right, we're rested. Can refrain from running, which we shouldn't have to do. We can get up this other rope and get to the summit, which should be fantastic. So it's cold, but not awful. Hello, Wolfie. You howl all you like. And another deer carcass. So if we wanted to go on a carcass tour here, we could have enough supplies to do pants in no time here. So you know what? Just eat that now. Oops. I was trying to grab the book. We'll take the book. We'll leave the rope for now. Actually, you know what? Take the rope. I think we can deploy the rope just around the corner here. And normally on Interloper, the times I've played it, you had to haul the rope from the mountaineer's hut. So to have one up here is definitely a Stalker thing. But there's a place to mount this that's supposed to make this quicker. So you don't have to go through the cave. So we're going to get cold here. So maybe we got to start a fire. Actually, let's use our cardboard matches and light the torch. Now let's light a campfire. And use the torch. Not your matches. But matches won't be an issue here. The Stalker loot's going to make it crazy with supplies, which is good and bad. Okay, put this out. And let's add one of those coal. Oh, we didn't drop that, so are we warming up yet? No? I was going to say one coal should have helped. Okay, so let's deploy the rope while we're sitting here. This will keep the cold damage off of us. There we go, good. And then while we're here, let's make a tea and make some water. Let's make another tea. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. pick those up. Pick that up. Let's grab one more torch. Tell you what, let's do one more little round of water here. I'm trying to warm up here. All right, let's climb. We're underweight. We're not as light as I had started out with, but you know, you tend to hoard things. All right, we'll take a brief time out. All right, let's... Oh, the tea's got cold that fast. Almost there. And go. All right, Astrid, let's go before you get any colder. All right, welcome to the summit. So, oh, there's probably another carcass or corpse over there. There's more crows over here. Plus, I think one of these containers sometimes usually has hides in it too, so you're gonna be no worries about having materials to make deer pants and things of that nature. Nothing. Now, the other thing that's going to be nice is I know that the fire-hardened arrows take quite a few feathers. And so we're going to try and gather up as many feathers while we're up here. I'm going to go get in here to get warm, start a fire. But what I'd kind of like to do is either find a bow or make a bow, but then do the fire-hardened arrows and then kind of work up to getting the level up on archery to the point where it can crouch. I think you got to have level 5, but I'm wondering if the fire hardened arrows and hunting like the rabbits and stuff would be worthwhile as a means to level that up. So with the Stalker loot in place, there's a lot more availability of feathers. So I know some of the Interloper players was watching. We're talking about how it's a lot of resources. Yeah, are we serious? Really? No, I didn't. I thought I had more lamp oil than that. All right, let's try the book. So anyway, I'm hoping that with the additional feathers available with all the crows and stuff around on the Stalker loot, that we'll be able to put a little more of those resources Okay, we'll see how we carried this all the way up. All right, and are we warming up? Or do we need to throw a coal on there? There, let's warm this place up. Okay. Now, because we found the extra hacksaw, we can pretty much open all this stuff up unabated. Crampons. Wow. To start with that without even opening anything, that's amazing. And probably warmer already. Let's take this and add it to our fire. You know what? Probably should be making some water while we're doing this. All right. Well, I guess let's start in the back and work our way. And yet another hacksaw. So see, that was what I was worried about. I didn't want to come up here empty-handed, but the lower Stalker loot gave us that hacksaw up here. Where an Interloper, you would have never got that. Balaclava. Ugh. This is where it's going to get crazy. All right, so let's put on some of these clothes because these are going to be helping our warmth here. So let's harvest this. Give us an excuse to warm up. And then maybe we'll get some repairs in. And I'm going to keep making water while we're up here. Good Lord, that was just one container. Matches. Gosh. We're going to have to make 2 trips to haul everything down. A plethora of food is what we have here. Oh, who needs to make water when it's already sitting in here? Yeah, I agree, Astrid. Let's dump some of this food out because some of this stuff is aging here. And it's heavy. Oh, forgot to put on the balaclavas, didn't I? Foolish man. Put the underwear on and said, hey, that's great. Let's just wear the underwear. All right, that's 97%. Look at this. This is crazy. All right, wear that. Wear that for now. Okay. Next container. tools, fire starter. Oh my goodness. This even seems like a lot for Stalker. And when I did the custom thing, I started it on Stalker and turned up the stuff, turned down stuff. So at this point, let's put some of this stuff back. We don't need 1,500 of these. Like I said, we're going to end up making multiple trips just to carry some of this stuff down. At least we got the crampons. That'll save us. All right. 3 fire strikers. Okay, I'm not going to worry about making any more water. In fact, let's just drink the sodas. Okay, so we got a ton of things to carry down.
This'll come in handy.
All right, I only took 1 canister of coffee. The rest of it I left in there. I'll make some coffee to have on us, but maple syrup. All right. Okay, I left all that food in that container there. So let's cook some coffee. Because we're going to have to figure out what we're taking down. And we will be making multiple trips, apparently.
I think I can use this.
Okay, I'm just going to grab all this clothing and we'll sort through it after. And this is why we came up here. We came up here for all that clothing. Snow pants. Maybe we can save those. Socks. Ugh.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
All right. Well, clothing is no longer an issue. We just need to do some repairs. All right. Let's put all the clothing in here. Let's leave the crampons. So anyway, we'll go through all of that here in a minute, because we've still got 2 more containers to go through. So maybe what we do is we get all the clothing. All right. I didn't pick any of that up. So I'm thinking I know what the game plan is going to be for me here. All right, I'm going to leave the leather, leave the pelts. And let's see what's in this container.
This stuff will come in handy.
Medical supplies. Oh, there was a... Hang on, let's open that back up again. There was a stem in there. We're going to take that for sure. So at this point, I think what's going to happen is we're going to pack heavy, obviously. Take as much stuff as we can back down to the Mountaineer's hut. And I think we're going to go to Ash Canyon, and we're going to do a loot and scoot through Ash Canyon and go get the there we go, hunting rifle. So we didn't get the pistol, but we got the rifle. We won't take that with us to Ash Canyon. We'll leave it in Mountaineer's hut, and we'll clean it up and get it ready. But no, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a decision on what to carry down with us on this setup. Go to Ash Canyon, get the backpack, and then on our way out of Ash Canyon, we will come back up here with the extra carry weight and try to come up here lean. Try to go there lean. Only carry what we need to carry. And we will be able to carry more down. And I think we're going to try to get everything off the mountain. So it may be multiple trips, more than just 2. So as we got, I mean, so much stuff. So much stuff. I mean, we're already overweight and we haven't even done anything yet. So let's go through the clothing. So let's put it all in our inventory. We're going to be overloaded. All right, hang on. Grab these. How's our fire doing? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we got 2 expedition parkas at this point. So I'm going to wear both of them and repair both of them. Okay, so we're going to leave that sweater on. We're going to wear that sweater. These are going to be sacrificed. We're going to wear the Mountaineer socks. Second pair of those. We're going to sacrifice those shoes to repair these. Now, do we want to go? Probably snow pants, combat pants at this point. They're all in bad shape. But we're already plus 17, which is amazing. All right, so let's put everything back that we're not wearing. And I'll tell you what, let's grab these, let's grab those, that. Let's check those mittens. Oh, wait, the ones I got are wool too. All right, socks are easy. Let's use those to do repairs. We definitely want at least one of the quality tools. Yeah, no. But you're going to go down heavy. We definitely want the rifle. We definitely wanted the clothes. Okay. Empty, empty. Okay, so this has just miscellaneous. Actually, you know what? Let's get all the clothes. out of there and put all the clothes in here. And then take all of that, take all of that, and then transfer that. We'll take the coffee with us. We'll leave. I think we'll leave all that behind because we're going to probably, well, we're not going to sleep super soon, but we're going to be sleeping up here at least for the night. We'll eat the bad airline food and then, okay, so we got, okay, let's gather up all this stuff and condense it all down to a couple of containers here. Yeah, let's put that in there. We can put that in there. I think that's fine. Clothing's got a different one. Fire starting equipment. Books. So many matches. No, I think we're good there. Empty, empty. Searched. What's in here? Okay, more medical supplies. That's empty. Let's move this stuff over here. Nah, that's not that heavy. Let's lighten the load there a little bit. Try to eat through some of that. Let's leave the water in here. Okay. Try to keep it to these 4 containers. Empty, empty. Empty, 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 empty. Okay, so we've got stuff in these 4 here. And I believe everything else is empty. Okay. Do we search this? Yes. All right, before it gets much later, how good is our fire? All right, you know what? Let's... You know what? Let's use that one. Just as a reminder that we use these 2. Storage containers. So that's where our loot is. Okay. Now, I'm going to drop some of this heavy stuff. I want to be underweight. Here, we need to keep the spray paint. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's lighten the load here and we'll drink some of these sodas. Let's go back. There's a cave over here. I think we've checked the one corpse. That there's a corpse up here on the thing. Let's gather feathers, like we talked about earlier. We have an abundance of feathers in this setup with the Stalker loot. So, I'd like to play with the fire hardened arrows and hunt the rabbits and see if that helps with leveling up archery. No feathers there. But let's go back. There's a cave over here. Let's go loot the cave. And maybe we can get up there and grab some more feathers. Like I said, I want to gather up plenty of feathers. So the run started off a little janky with being dumped into Blackrock, but we managed to survive and escape. And we got enough goodies to get up here. And now, really, with the amount of clothing we have now, we get some repairs done. We should be plenty warm. We'll be able to get over to Ash Canyon, get that backpack. We'll be able to hike down with all this loot, set up shop at the Mountaineer's Hut. We'll be able to hunt with the rifle. We'll be able to fish. Really take our time and make a concerted effort to really kind of explore all those areas. We can go back into Ash Canyon once we get Timberwolf Mountain lined up and we get abundance of hunting done, because it will, even with the expedition parkas, come on, let me up here, it will get colder because we are on interloper weather. So as the clock ticks, we will be fighting colder temperatures. So I don't know how those temperatures are going to play out with the Stalker loot. Oh, I was up here for feathers and there's not a damn one to be found. Thank you, crows. All right. Okay. Well, it wasn't as fruitful as I thought it was going to be, but at least we checked all the major loot spots up here. We can spend a little more time up here when we get up here again with the backpack and the second trip. Let's see if it's clear enough to map while we're up here. Let's just do it from in here. Maybe too foggy. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to. Oh, no. And there we go. Memento hints. Memento hints. Okay. Well, it's not quite time to go to sleep yet, but I am going to create a save point here. So we're going to sleep for an hour. As with the crows, interrupt our sleep. So with that, we're going to stop here. We're coming up on about an hour, a little over an hour. And so next part 3, we're going to do some repairs and get another good night's sleep. We're going to haul down as much gear as we can get away with, to the point where we can't even sprint, and get as much down to Timberwolf Mountain, or Mountaineer's Hut, rather. And then from there, I think we're going to kind of lean ourselves out to the point where we can go over to Ash Canyon pretty light, and sneak over to the gold mine. Probably use the goat technique to get up to that little second level house that's there in the burnt out part of Ash Canyon. I forget what they call that, the Bitter Marsh. And we'll get up there, kind of bypass Angler's Hut, and just kind of, just like I said, just boot scoot, get to the gold mine, grab that backpack, and use that as a means to help get the stuff off the summit. And then we'll get Timberwolf Mountain kind of established, spend some time in Ash Canyon possibly, maybe even go back to Black Rock and put some time in there. But we'd really like to kind of move on and keep going, keep pushing. Kind of like to try out the new beachcombing effects. Would like to do the fire hardened arrows, and I'm hoping that we can just stay alive and carry this run out for a lot longer than I've ever done in the past. So let's hope we can continue with staying alive and moving on forward. So until then, I will see you in part 3, and thanks for watching.